Alright, today, just made breakfast. Tried to record a video for you guys on the toilet. Didn't exactly pan out. So, pardon me, excuse me. So, we're going to talk about the Brock Lesnar thing. So, Brock Lesnar comes back last night. I pop a little bit. I'm more confused than excited, but I'm excited because I know that this can go somewhere. Right? Cody Rhodes needs a foil. There are not enough heels that could warrant really taking that belt off of Cody realistically in the future. Cena, John, he needs a few matches that, he's got a few more dates in between now and December, and him saying sayonara, see you later to the rest of us forever, right? So, rum pipe, shit. So, I got my notebook here. Let's go to the notebook. Whenever I'm about to die, let's go to the notebook. So, why? Why is Brock Lesnar back? Considering all the shit around Brock Lesnar. Real simple reason, Brock Lesnar is a big draw. People really like Brock Lesnar. You talk to a casual fan, you talk to somebody who hasn't seen a whole lot of matches this year, and they will tell you their favorite wrestler, 9 times out of 10, Brock Lesnar. You talk to the athlete guys who kinda sorta stay up to date on WWE, your frat bros of the world, your jocks of the world, right? Brock Lesnar. He is beloved by the casual segment of the audience, and there's enough diehard people who feel a certain way about Lesnar that really react to Lesnar that, it makes complete and total sense. You're gonna make money if you bring back Brock Lesnar. So, what is all this extra shit with Brock Lesnar? What is that? So, the Vince McMahon sex abuse scandal happens, and a few people are implicated not so favorably at various points through it. And one of those people is Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar, it is kind of sort of implied and revealed through these court documents and stuff, was Janelle Grant is the woman who is filing the lawsuit against Vince McMahon and WWE. And we're not going to get into the whole McMahon sex abuse scandal here because it's early in the fucking morning. I don't have the bandwidth for it, and it's deprived. It's disgusting. And anyone capable of doing the things that man did, I don't want to make space in my brain for them. So we're just not going to... But where Brock falls into this is Janelle Grant has claimed that she was coerced into taking sensitive pictures, videos of a sexual nature while Brock Lesnar was about to be a free agent to try to coerce Brock into staying with the company. There was a later situation where Brock Lesnar was flown out to Connecticut to have sex with this woman, and that, I guess, never ended up happening, but Brock still was flown out for that intent and purpose. Now, with Brock being brought back, with the court case kind of being like a little while ago, that was filed, it's still ongoing, but the coverage of it was really a while ago. You might assume, as I assumed, that Brock's name has kind of sort of been cleared. It hasn't. So let me see exactly what I wrote here. Brock is still mentioned in litigation. He is not a defendant in this case, right? But Janelle Grant has made amended statements to her initial statements when the lawsuit was filed. And Brock is still mentioned in those, and, so that's where we have to kind of get into facing reality head on. And I'm glad we have the chance to do this here, because all of this outside the ring, extrajudicial shit, I don't want to really bring into the reviews. The reviews we're going through, kayfabe-wise, like, this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened. How does it fit into storyline? Do I like it? Does it work? Can we see how it's going, propelling a story for the future, whatnot? And in terms of the review last night, I feel like I did my due justice in terms of, I was excited, and I do think there are ways they can take this. Cena needs a foil for a month or two. All right, Brock will do great in that role. You want to build to, a brutal match between Cody and Lesnar down the line? Sure, yeah, I mean, that works for most people. Gunther, maybe? Gunther Lesnar? That would be a good one. I'd be intrigued that it might not play out as well as I'm thinking it might in my brain right now, but there's potential there for sure. And so kayfabe storyline wise, there's a lot of excitement when it comes to bringing Brock back, and I don't think he's gonna come back and be the boring static guy that we've known him to be for the last decade or so. Like, I think we're gonna get fun cowboy, fun, he knows how to talk now. He knows how to cut a promo. So, in terms of why WWE would bring him back, let's answer the most important. Let's just put it out there. Because WWE is a boys' club. And because fans, as well as the media at large, have proven to the WWE and now to TKO that they can do whatever the fuck they want without consequence. The red carpet was rolled out for Vince McMahon on Raw after WrestleMania, right in the midst of this abuse stuff. And people were in the crowd bowing to this guy who, I'm not going to get cornet about it. I'm not going to get graphic about it because it's real stuff that happened to real people, and all of that is forgotten too easily in all of this. And I'm not going to bring up traumatic shit for the sake of dunking on McMahon. However, he did bad things. Like, bad shit, guys. I don't know if you were raised by good people or not. I don't know how you guys react and interact with the world. I couldn't make it through reading a lot of this stuff that Vince did. It is gratuitous. It goes above and beyond the limits of my own imagination. It's the most depraved thing in the world. And yet people bowing to the fucking guy. And that's not the only moment. This goes back all the way to the 80s with the Ring Boys scandal. And what this is a top-down approach from WWE to always protect their guys. It is a boys' club and a boys' club first. A boys' club primarily. It's a fraternity. And it has been proven to them time and time again that sometimes these bad actors, these abusive, predator-type people, make more money than your really good guys, I mean, I would have loved to see a feud between, Cody and Sammy would be a fun feud for a month or two. But now we have Brock's going to take the place of that, let's just say. Which one's going to make more money? Let's be honest. And it's... Fuck. So why would WWE bring him back? Because they know that no matter how much criticism they might face for it, there will still be a large segment of their audience that will bow and kiss the ring and suck up, whatever shit is put down their throat. That ties into... Forget that part of this. So... One sec. When I initially reacted and reviewed when Brock's return happened, I was excited because I just assumed from a PR point of view that you would not ruin the biggest moment of your second biggest pay-per-view of the year like that, with someone who has so much controversy straddled to them, who it has so much bad shit straddled to them, and someone who, depending on how this court case goes, could in any matter of time be outed as a real fucking bad guy. Maybe his name gets cleared. Maybe TKO WWE knows something we don't. But in terms of protecting predators, just look at how Triple H and the White House have been cozying up recently, and I ask if you see any real distinction in the way either of those parties are operating right now. I doubt you do. I sure as hell don't. It's a boys' club, it's fraternal, and it has gone on since the advent of Vince taking over this company, that women will be silenced. People who are not even just women. Not even just women. Anyone who's abused will be silenced. There's that one, oh god, that poor girl who was, I mean, goddamn bullied to death for speaking out. And this is the MO of the WWE. It always has been, is protecting the boys. And as long as they can keep doing that and still making a shit ton of money, they're going to keep doing it, and they're never going to learn from their lessons. And anytime Papa H gets asked a question about it, he's going to be a bitch. And he's going to cave, and he's going to blah, 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 and, you know, these are just allegations, you know. Oh. And they're going to take such a pussy-footed approach to every goddamn aspect of it, and it's just whether or not you decide to keep pouring money into it or not, that is really going to make a difference. I don't pay to watch the WWE. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to give you guys any alternatives, any options, any, you know, because I don't want to get in trouble. I don't pay to watch the WWE. I don't, and I don't recommend you do either. If you still get kicks off the product like I do, find an alternative way to watch it. There are so many wrestling shows going on left, right, center, and a WWE ticket is so goddamn expensive anyways nowadays that, yeah, if I'm you guys, if I'm me, I'm not giving them any fucking money. I don't think they deserve it, and I don't think they've earned any sort of trust that this regime is that radically different from the McMahons. Especially not when you're just tossing out a guy who's, you know, right next to McMahon in the midst of that whole scandal trial, everything. So, I had made an assumption in my head. I had made a judgment call that maybe Brock, his name had been cleared, maybe things had, you know, gotten a little better. Looking into it this morning, that's absolutely not the case, and I just want to reiterate that and put it out into the universe and sort of amend maybe my excitement from last night, because it's definitely tempered a little bit, to say the least. So, alright, WWE forever, pedophilia forever, abuse forever.